Why do we have this idea that women were historically oppressed? Were they actually oppressed?
Mm-hmm.
If you go back and read their writings at the time in the 17th, 18th, 19th century, they said, no, we're privileged. And then you'll hear a feminist say something like, well, but they couldn't have bank accounts. But they never tell you why. It's because legally, women could not be held responsible for supporting the family. Women could not accrue debt that way. And what would be the point of a woman owning a bunch of land if she can't make the land produce anything? She can't defend the land against people who might come and try to take it. There were practical reasons for these things. Why would we want to task women with defense of persons and property? So why would we want to grant them voting?
I would be so pissed if I called the cops and they sent me a female cop. I would be so pissed.
If there's a natural disaster, there's like a huge hurricane that takes out the entire southeast, right? And
you have a female firefighter.
Nobody's like...
Ladies, is there any validity to this from your perspective? When you look back at history, when you think about the life that you've lived, the life that you're living now, how you're perceived, how you're viewed. This is less about my perspective and my opinion in this particular video. I'm more curious about, ladies, what your thoughts are, and gents as well. Like, do you agree with this? And there's no, right or wrong here. I think there's validity to this. I think there's truth to this. Absolutely. Is it completely accurate? I don't know. Is it completely right? No, not necessarily. But there's definitely truth to that, right? Like, we play different roles. It's okay to admit that men and women are different. It's okay to take ownership of us being just different people in the world. Like, that's okay. And it's okay that we're hormonally different, physiologically different, at times emotionally, relationally different. Now, does that mean that we shouldn't have access to equity in terms of our rights, of our freedoms, of the way that we are able to be in the world? Of course we have those rights, and of course we should have those rights, and should's a very strong word, but let me just stay on that thread for a moment. But I'm curious about, what if we just assume different roles? What would happen? And those roles flux and oscillate as time and culture changes. What are we really threatened by? And why do we focus and demonize our differences so much we make them wrong? I'm curious what your thoughts are.